Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the last class, we were discussing the first part of this introduction to biology. Introduction to biology lesson is the smallest lesson. So 1 or 2 classes, it will be finished. Already 1 class is over. So in today's class, it should be completed. So in today's lesson, we are going to speak about the nature and the organizational patterns of the living world. The nature and the organizational patterns of the living world. If you consider the nature and the organizational patterns of the living world, in the living world, among the organisms, there is a great diversity. A greater diversity can be noticed among the living organisms, plant or animals or bacteria or fungus, anything is okay. We can notice a greater diversity among the organisms of the living world. According to your syllabus, this diversity is based on 4 features. One, it is size. Organisms are different in size. Varieties of organisms are there. Varieties of sizes are there. Second, shape. Various organisms are there. Various shapes are there. Third, it is form. And fourth, it is habitat. Here, in the size, the smallest organism is bacteria. The smallest organism in the world is bacteria. The largest organism in the world is giant sequoia. It is giant redwood. Giant sequoia, or it can be called giant redwood. Here, you need to do a small correction, that is the new syllabus correction. Bacteria size here, it is marked as 0.25 micrometer to 2 micrometer. Cancel it and mark it as 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. They have corrected it from 0.25 micrometer to 2 micrometer range. They have removed, and to that place they have brought 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. That correction you have to do. Right. So the smallest organism in the world is bacteria. The largest organism in the world is giant sequoia. This giant sequoia is a mark these 2 points regarding it. One it is a gymnosperm. It is a gymnosperm. And it is living in California. It is a gymnosperm. This gymnosperm is living in California. Okay, is also called Californian red sandalwood. That name is also there. Second feature is shape. Varieties of shapes are there. Here they are mentioning two shapes. One it is cylindrical shape, other one is streamline shape. Not only two. There are many shapes. Animal to animal, plant to plant. Various shapes are there. A greater diversity is there in the shape. In the form, there are only two forms there. One it is unicellular form, other one it is multicellular form. Only two forms. In the habitat, 4 habitats are there: terrestrial, aquatic, arboreal, and aerial. Arboreal mean living on the trees. Arboreal mean living on the trees. They live on the trees. They use trees as their habitat. Those kind of organisms are called arboreal. So in the habitat, there are 4 choices. In the form, there are 2 choices. In the shape and size, there are hundreds of choices. So among these, the least diversity, the lowest diversity can be noticed in the form. The least diversity, the lowest diversity can be noticed in the form. Mark that one and keep. The least diversity, the lowest diversity is found in the form. Only 2 choices are there. One it is unicellular, one it is multicellular. Okay. So thereafter, we are coming to the heading called characteristics of organisms. If you take organisms have, now in your grade 10 also you would have studied it, but here it is little more improved. In the organisms, the characteristics are order and organization, metabolism, growth and development, irritability and coordination, adaptation, reproduction, heredity, and evolution. These are the characteristics of living organisms: order and organization, metabolism, growth and development, irritability and coordination, adaptation, reproduction, heredity, and evolution. If you consider order and organization, these two words are always coming together. Order and organization. Okay. If you take a DNA molecule, in a DNA molecule, you will notice a very well, nicely designed. You can notice a well planned, designed structure there, neatly arranged. There is a pattern there. There is a uniqueness there. This is called order and organization. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in his micro level, DNA is a micro level one. In the micro level, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created a very well organized component, that is molecule. Even Allah's creations, everything as a clear order and organization. Nice arrangement is there. Perfectness is there. So in every step in your studies, you would have studied cell. Cell is a well organized unit. Every organelle there does their function perfectly. This organelle should be in this place, mean that organelle is in that place. This organelle has to do this function at this time, mean that organelle will do that function at that time. In that way, a cell is a perfectly organized component. When cells assemble together to make a tissue, then tissue is also well organized one. Because tissues are well organized, the organs are well organized. Because organs are well organized, organs are well organized. Because organs are well organized, the systems are well organized. Because the systems are well organized, our body is well organized. Like this, throughout the hierarchy, in every step, you will notice, a perfectly planned, a clearly structured and efficient order and organization. If it is perfect in the lower level only, if it is perfect in the lower level only, it will be more perfect in the upper level. Okay, if the cells are not well organized, if the cells are not perfect, then we can't expect tissues to be perfect. If tissues are expected to be perfect, then cells should be perfectly, methodically arranged, okay, well, clearly organized. If cells should be perfect, then the organelles should be well working, well organized in a clear methodical pattern. They have to be arranged. Like that, in every step, there is an order, an organization, lower level components. The bottom level components are organized to make the upper level component more efficient. Because molecules are methodically arranged, organelles are efficient. Because organelles are efficiently, methodically arranged, cells are efficient. Because cells are methodically arranged, tissues are more efficient. In that way, the hierarchy travels. So that is the idea behind order and organization. Passing order and organization, we are coming to the heading metabolism. Remember, last class, I don't know, I told you, did I tell you to maintain a book for definition collection?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you started collecting the definitions?
Yes, sir.
Up to what you have studied, it is over. The definition, don't take any unnecessary things, okay? Only the definitions. Now, natural resources, here the definition given. Like that, definitions you have to compile. Don't take these things unnecessary. Some children are writing this. This is okay. Biology, that is okay. This is a definition. No need to take these things. So very few definitions will come to you. Unit 1, no, there's no, okay. Sustainable food production, they have given a definition that you can take. Right? Some few only there, but hereafter there will be more. Now here it is coming for metabolism. If you Right. So what is metabolism? This is the definition for metabolism. The sum of all chemical activities taking place in an organism. The sum of all chemical activities taking place in an organism is its metabolism. Whatever the chemical reactions going on in the body of an organism are coming under metabolism. In the metabolism, there are two major categories. Remember, they are not the only two portions of metabolism. They are the two major portions of metabolism. One we call catabolic reactions. We also can call it catabolism. Another one we call anabolic reaction. We also can call it anabolism. So there are two types of two major types of metabolic reactions. Okay, apart from catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions, there are certain other types also. That's why we are pointing they are not the only two. Catabolism plus anabolism is not equal to metabolism. Okay, catabolism, anabolism, certain other reactions together make the metabolism. The sum of all chemical activities taking place in an organism is its metabolism. It includes catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions. So here you can take one more definition. The sum of all chemical activities taking place in an organism is its metabolism. One more definition for you. Right? Thereafter, we speak about the growth and development. What is growth? This is the definition for growth. An irreversible increase in dry mass. If you, when you are writing definition, you include an irreversible increase in dry mass of an organism. When you are separately writing, now they are taking which is characterized only by living. So that part you do like this. You write it as an irreversible increase in dry mass of an organism. Right? So it is an irreversible increase. You are growing mean it is an irreversible increase in the dry mass. Not reversible. When we grow, we can't go back. Once grown is grown. Next it is development. What is development? Development is irreversible changes that occur during the lifespan of an organism. Remember, in human, like animals, growth is limited, determinate growth. After a limit, we will not grow. Plants are showing indeterminate growth. Plants are showing indeterminate growth. Animals are showing determinate growth. So, growth in animals will be continued up to a certain age, then it will be stopped. But development, that will continue throughout the lifespan in a person, in an organism. Changes are coming. And they are irreversible changes. They cannot be reversed. You can't take them back. The wrinkled skin of a grandfather cannot be reversed. Right. So, two definitions there. An irreversible increase in dry mass of an organism is growth. First definition. Second one, irreversible changes that occur during the lifespan of an organism is development. The second definition, according to your syllabus, growth and development are two consequent processes. That means happening one after the other. In growth, then development, like they are pointing. Growth, then development. First growth, then development, like, right? Actually, growth and development are going together. That's what they want to tell you, that growth and development are going together. Right. Next it is irritability. It's not a new word to you. You have already heard about irritability. What is irritability mean? Ability to respond to stimuli from both internal and external environment is irritability. Ability to respond to stimuli from both internal and external environment, that is called by the name irritability. During irritability, especially in the multicellular organisms, many organs are interconnected, and that interconnection is called by the name coordination. Coordination, it is interconnecting the organs to bring out a response to a stimulus. So coordination actually has a broad meaning. Okay, here we are not giving a definition for coordination. Okay, because syllabus has not given a definition for coordination, right? Now, for an example, if you want to understand coordination, one person writes a letter to his father. There's a message in that letter. The father has to respond. This letter he writes and posts in the post box. Now this post is traveling. First, one postman comes and collect that from the post box, then take it to the post office. In the post office, another postman will be sorting these letters into district wise, area wise. Another postman will be packaging those kind of letters to the same area to a bundle. and keep. Another postman will take this bag and will hand over to a CTB bus driver to that particular area. The CTB bus driver will take that bundle of letter bag and will hand over to a postman in his father's area. Another postman will open the baggage and will take all the letters and will sort accordingly to the areas, regions, this area, this area, this area. Another postman will collect his area letters and will take that letter and will hand over to his father. Now the father reads the letter and shows a response. So, from the son to the father, this many people are working to bring out a response in the father. Although we send a letter, I have sent a letter, mean in between these many works are going on. If any one of these one does any mistake, if any one of these ones does any mistake, then the letter will not reach the father. Then father will not respond. Like this, for one stimulus to bring out a response, in between so many components are working. All those components are working in a particular order. All those components are working in a particular sequence. This sequence of work to bring out a single response is called by the name coordination. Understanding coordination is enough. No need to write what is coordination. It is not syllabus. If it is not in syllabus, you don't need to bundle notes in your papers. And thereafter, you are given a point. Due to coordination and irritability in animals, movement occurs. Due to coordination and irritability in animals, movement occurs. In bringing out the movement, nerves, hormones, muscles, and skeletal system, nervous system, hormonal system, muscular system, and skeletal system, all are taking part. Right? Remember, among the nervous, hormonal, muscular, and skeletal, these two are coordinating units. They are coordinating units. Mark it down. They are coordinating units.
Okay, sir.
Thereafter, muscle. If you take muscle is an effector. Muscles are classified under effect. The muscle is an effect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if you take skeletal system, it is supporting the movement. It is not an effector. It is not a coordinating part. Okay. It is now, for an example, in an earthworm. If you take an earthworm, okay. Yeah, earthworm, not necessarily an earthworm. Okay. Take a hydra, right? In those animals, there's a nervous coordination. Their bodies are moving. You will not see bones in it. Instead, there will be a water-filled pouch, and that is working as a skeletal system for them. Skeletal system will give a support to the movement. Okay, because of skeletal system, the organisms are moving, but skeleton system is not included under, what is it? Skeletal system is not included under coordination. It's not coming under coordination. It is helping to movement, not coming under. So in exam paper, they can put a question. Which one of the following doesn't contribute to coordination? Okay, doesn't contribute to coordination. Skeletal system doesn't contribute to coordination. Blood will contribute to coordination because blood carries the hormone. Blood carries the hormones. The blood is contributing to coordination. So you can mark that point also. Blood contributes to coordination by carrying hormones. Have you marked it? Have you marked it? Have you marked it?
I got disconnected. What did you tell to mark?
Have you marked it?
I have
Have you
marked
marked?
it, sir.
Have you marked these details?
Yes, sir.
That's all.
Okay, sir.
Now coming to the adaptation. In the adaptation, what is adaptation? Another definition is coming to you. It is a peculiarity, speciality. Peculiarity means speciality. Speciality of a structure or a physiology or a behavior. Peculiarity of a structure, physiology, behavior that promotes the likelihood of an organism's survival and reproduction in a particular environment. So, there are three types of adaptations there. One we call structural adaptation. Another one we call physiological adaptation. Third one we call behavioral adaptation. Three types of adaptation. Structural, structure is there as an adaptation. Some function happening in the body, that is called physiological adaptation. Third one, it is behavioral adaptation. Actually, in the examples given, they have not included any behavioral adaptation. They have only included structural and physiological adaptation. Sunken stomata. Sunken stomata is a structural adaptation to minimize transpiration. To minimize transpiration, they have an adaptation that is helping their survival in the dry environment. So sunken stomata is what kind of adaptation? Sunken stomata is what kind of adaptation?
Structural adaptation.
Structural adaptation, it is minimizing the transpiration and helping their survival in dry environment. So you can complete, write it down.
Done, sir.
Completed? Right. Second, it is
Yes, sir.
viviparity. Generally, if we take a mango, inside every mango, there is a seed, correct? Inside every mango, there is a seed. Will this seed germinate until the mango is attached to the mother tree? Tell me. There is a mango. Inside the mango, there is a seed. That seed, if it germinates, a new plant will come out. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. When the mango is hanging on the tree, will that seed germinate?
Yes.
When it is hanging on the tree, will a new plant will come from the seed in the mango?
No.
No. Only after mango detaches from the mother tree, after it falls to the ground only, it will germinate. Correct?
Yes.
But in viviparity, okay, seed germinates when it is attached to the mother plant. What is the speciality? It is not normally seen in plants. Normally plants don't germinate when they are attached to the mother plant. Okay, these plants do this. What kind of plants are showing viviparity? What kind of plants are showing viviparity?
Some mangroves.
Mangroves. Okay, it helps the plants to reproduce in what kind of environment? What kind of environment?
Mangroves.
Mangrove environment. Mangrove environment, very salty environment, muddy environment. If the seeds get immersed in salt water, they will not germinate. They will not germinate. So they are first germinated and allowed to reach the ground. Okay. Have you marked
Yes,
it?
sir.
Have you marked it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it is what kind of germination? Germination means it is a physiological one. So it is what kind of adaptation? Physiological
Physiological
adaptation. Third, it is splayed out foot in camels. They will be having a flat foot, easy for them to walk on the sandy soil. That is a structural adaptation. Played out foot is a
structural adaptation.
structural adaptation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in exam paper, they might ask, what is structural adaptation, which is physiological adaptation. So some of the adaptations are helping for the, what is it? Survival. Some of the adaptations are helping for the
Reproduction.
reproduction. Sunken stomata is helping for the Sunken stomata is helping for the survival. And viviparity is helping for the reproduction. Splayed out food, under which one we can categorize? Is it coming under survival or is it coming under reproduction? One of these one mean, which one you will choose? Survival. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Thereafter, coming to the heading called, what is it? Reproduction. We all know the meaning. Ability to produce offsprings for continuous existence of a, what is it? Species. Ability to produce offsprings for continuous existence of a species, that is called by the name, what is it? Reproduction. Right? So reproduction ensures continuous existence of a species. Thereafter, heredity and evolution. What is heredity? They say organisms have genes that pass from one generation to next generation and control specific physiological, behavioral, and morphological characters in organisms. That is heredity. We can modify, we have to write what is heredity mean. We have to say passing of genes. Write it down separately. Passing of genes. Passing of genes from one generation to the next generation. Passing of genes from one generation to the next generation. That is enough. Passing of genes from one generation to the, what is it? Next generation. Right. Next it is evolution. What is evolution? Read, will you?
Ability of organisms to change over time as a result of genetic modification is
So,
evolution.
as a result of genetic modification, organisms should be able to change over time. You have to go on changing. You have to go on changing. If you are going on changing according to genetic modification, you are evolving. Changes. Now, in life nowadays, now this online classes, it is an evolution, a change over time. Although we didn't expect it, it happened. It's a change over time. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. And final, and next it is If you take some living, non-living structures, now say, if you take crystals, they grow. Is that mean they are living?
No.
No. Waves are moving. Is that mean they are living?
No.
No. If you want to tell they are living, all these characters should be there. Order and organization should be there, metabolism should be there, growth and development, irritability and coordination, adaptation, reproduction, heredity and evolution. All these should be there. Crystals grow. Is that enough mean? No. So some non-living components also show one or two living characteristics. Okay. By considering this, we can say a single-celled organism, okay, to a highly complex organism, you can see all these characters. A single-cell organism like amoeba also shows all these. Order and organization, metabolism, growth and development, irritability and coordination, adaptation, reproduction, heredity, all are there in a bacteria. All are there in a human. Hope you understood. Finally, we are coming to the heading, hierarchical levels of organization of living things. You know, the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Some organisms are unicellular organisms. Some organisms are multicellular organisms. In the cell, there are several organelles there. Those organelles are made of different organic molecules. Later, you will study them. Okay, in the hierarchical level, the lowest level is whom? In the hierarchical level, lowest level is whom?
Molecules.
Molecules. The highest level is whom?
Biosphere.
Biosphere. So you should practice this one, right? You should practice this one. Molecule, organelle, cell, tissue. And remember, or in the hierarchical level, okay, if you highlight the cell, okay, cell and above cell are considered as living. Any level below cells are not considered as, what is it? Living. Okay, so cell onwards it is living. That one thing you have to remember. Right? So I have to really give you the next tube to you. I will send you the next tube to you. Okay, I will send you the next tube to you. And I will send you a short question set on the unit number 1. You answer it and send it to me. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I will send you the second unit tubes to you. Take the printouts and keep them ready. Okay. And after you complete the short questions, you can go for an examination on the unit number 1. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So actually, I have to do a 2-hour class today, but the tute is not there, no? Okay. So yet the procedures are going on. Okay, for these classes, I will not collect any payments from you. Last class, okay, today, okay. I will tell at one place, I will start to pay. These ones are not for payment classes. So don't worry that I do 1 hour, I do 1.5 hour. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye then. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, Jazakallah.